is for yourself, because you are the one that's got this plan, this dream.
Yes.
So
yes.
you must keep yourself accountable more than anyone else should be.
Yes, and you know, I always say it's or rather, I love to have people in my circle who are doing great things in life, and also the ones that I can also pull to come with me,
Okay.
so that we inspire each other.
That's right.
So the more you get inspired, the more you get challenged to do to become the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
And that comes with accountability. But if you want to be the only one in your group of in your circle,
Yeah.
or your surrounding that is doing well, then I don't see how you can get inspired continuously
Okay.
if then you're not surrounding yourself with people that are, you know, doing quite well in their life, who
Yes.
inspire you to become the best version of yourself.
And-
not necessarily to copy what they're doing, but just to get inspired to do something that you really love doing for yourself.
And it's not even a competition. It's not competition. You're not fighting. You're not competing against that other
Not
person.
at all. Not at all.
It's just to motivate you that if they can do it, so can I.
Yeah, I always say let's stop using the word competing, and also the word, I think this one is jealous because they're doing this, because they saw me. I always, you know, let's look at it differently. Like,
Okay.
I've inspired Bantu to also maybe do something. I'm
Yes.
trying to find
Write
an
a
example.
journal, for example.
Yes, a journal is actually my favorite. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you see someone doing something that you're also doing, always look at it from an inspiration perspective,
Okay.
not from a jealous perspective. And when you see that happening, it means that you're doing something great, and therefore keep going.
Yes, keep growing.
Yes, correct.
All right,
Correct,
all right.
yeah.
Now, what tools do I need in order to become the best version of myself?
Yeah. I'll put it from a career perspective. Like, for an example, at work, you need to look at development plan, how you can develop to become the best version of yourself, and also grow in your career. So it's quite important that you need to highlight areas of your interests and also the goals that you would like to achieve, because once you start focusing on your goals that you would like to achieve, then the attention is not drawn on competing with other people, but
Yes.
rather just focusing on
Bettering yourself.
achieving those goals. Yes. And where you need to start in terms of you know, like becoming the best version of yourself, you need to invest in learning who you are.
Okay.
I think people neglect investing in learning who they are, and it's the same as when you're reading a book.
Yeah.
When you read, a lot of people say, I read but I don't connect with reading. I'm not a reader, I'm not this. But then the question is, have you invested in learning who you are? Do you
Okay,
understand
I
who
get
you are
you.
before you want to become something else? You want to become a great leader, for an example. You want to become you want to climb the corporate ladder.
Yeah.
Do you know who you are?
Yes.
First. So that's where you need to start.
And for example, let's take the example of reading, or rather writing. I don't like writing, or maybe even reading, but yet I can talk. I'm a very good talker. I'm
Yeah.
a very good listener. So if, for example, when someone says I don't like reading, there's audiobooks now. So
There is.
we can develop
Yeah.
with tools that are set
Yeah.
for us. But we need to find those what we like, what we'll enjoy, so that encourage that growth.
Correct. I mean, in our book review group, part of a review book that my mentor is running, and there's, you know, one lady who said, guys, I want to be part of this group because
Yes.
it inspires me, you know, to become the best version of myself. But I'm not a reader. However, I found audio books. So
Okay.
now I'm listening to those books, and when I come to the book review, therefore I'm able to share
Yes.
what I've listened to. So that's a strategy that you can also use to better yourself.
I like
so
it.
it's always about finding a strategy.
Okay.
I think I also mentioned about development plan, that how do you plan on developing to become the best version of yourself. So if you're looking at it from the work perspective, maybe you are starting. I like to focus more on, you know, people that are starting off in their career.
Okay.
Because when you see someone starting off in their career, they're still like lost and they don't know
Yes.
really where to start. And
That's
this
right.
is also applicable to anyone. So when you are there, you are learning. Like, have a proper development plan that on like the job description that you'll be doing. If you are in a department, find out what they do in that department, so that you list
Okay.
everything that they're doing, so that you can learn from that. What is the timeline? and how do you plan to achieve this? Who's going to
Wow.
train you? So from you just writing that development plan,